Hello students, welcome back to SGC online chemistry classes. This is lecture number 9. On the topic classification of elements and periodicity in properties. Well students, before I talk on particular concept, again recap the part what we had in the last video. In the last video, you all have come to know regarding the very important periodic property which is ionization enthalpy. Definitely a question will appear on this concept. Ionization enthalpy, also called ionization potential. There you come to know regarding definition of ionization enthalpy, factors influencing the ionization enthalpy, followed by it's a trend, how it varies when you move along a period from left to right and down the group from top to bottom in the periodic table. Let's start in the today's video. Let's take another important periodic property which is electron gain enthalpy. Let's start today's class with important periodic property which is electron gain enthalpy. Electron gain enthalpy. Electron gain enthalpy. Electron gain enthalpy, or it is also called electron affinity. One and the same, electron affinity. Electron affinity. Electron gain enthalpy is one and same as electron affinity. Let's collect what is the meaning of electron gain enthalpy. Dear students, it's quite contrast. It's quite contrast or opposite to the definition of ionization enthalpy. So in the ionization enthalpy, what you have collected, the amount of energy the amount of energy which is required to remove the electron from the outermost orbit of an isolated neutral gaseous atom. Here it is a contrast. It is the amount of energy released. It is the amount of energy released when an electron is added to the outermost orbit of an isolated neutral gaseous atom. Come on, let's take an idea. What is electron gain enthalpy? It is the amount of energy released when an electron is added to outermost orbit. When an electron is added to outermost orbit of an isolated neutral gaseous atom. Isolated neutral gaseous atom. This is the definition of electron gain enthalpy and is same as electron affinity. I repeat, what is meant by electron gain enthalpy or electron affinity? It is the amount of energy released, same as the enthalpy change. You can place the word enthalpy change in place of amount of energy released. So let's see with the amount of energy released when an electron is added to the, you can add, when an electron is added to the outermost orbit of an isolated neutral gaseous atom, or the enthalpy change when an electron is added to the outermost orbit of an isolated neutral gaseous atom. In general or generally, if I take a neutral atom like such as A is a neutral atom. So when it gains the electron, it forms its anion. So A is a neutral atom. When the electron is added to the outermost orbit of this neutral atom in the gaseous state, neutral gaseous atom, when electron is added, so it becomes ion, gaseous anion, monovalent anion. Along with release of energy. So therefore, the energy is released when the neutral atom forms its anion. Amount of energy is released. Therefore, the electron gain enthalpy is usually negative for most of the elements, with few exceptions. If I take an example, a chlorine neutral gaseous atom that forms chloride ion with gain of electron. So this is chloride ion. So whenever the neutral chlorine atom forms a chloride ion, there is a release of 348 kilojoule of energy. 348 kilojoules of energy. So let's try to understand. So what is the meaning of electron affinity? It is the amount of energy released when an electron is added to the outermost orbit of a neutral isolated gaseous atom. So generally, A is a neutral atom. When it gains electron, forms its anion, the amount of energy is released. Therefore, electron gain enthalpy for most of the element is a negative value. If you take an example, neutral chlorine atom, gaseous atom, when it gains electron, forms a chloride ion. So what is the amount of energy released in the formation of a chloride ion by the chlorine atom? There is a liberation of 348 kilojoules per mole of energy. 340 kilojoule of energy in the form of heat is released. This is with respect to definition and example. If one get a question, explain electron affinity, this is sufficient for 2 marks. Come. Actually, the electron gain enthalpy for the element has a negative value. Why? Because in the attraction by the nucleus of an atom for the added electron, during the attraction of the electron by the nucleus of an atom, the energy is released. Therefore, electron gain enthalpy is generally negative. However, in some cases like noble gas elements and the elements with symmetrical electronic configuration, if I take, however, in the cases of elements with symmetrical electronic configuration, such as if I take magnesium, which is a second group element, the electron gain enthalpy of magnesium, generally the electron gain enthalpy is a negative, but you can see electron gain enthalpy of magnesium is positive. Electron gain enthalpy of magnesium is positive, which is plus 67 kilojoule per mole, plus 67 kilojoule per mole. And the electron gain enthalpy of neon, electron gain enthalpy of neon is also positive, which is plus of 116 kilojoule per mole. Here is an exception. I repeat again, generally the electron gain enthalpy of the element is going to be negative. However, for the elements with symmetrical electronic configuration like magnesium of second group element and neon of noble gas element, the electron gain enthalpy is shown with positive sign. Electron gain enthalpy is positive. I repeat, electron gain enthalpy of magnesium is plus positive. Electron gain enthalpy of neon is positive, plus 116 kilojoule per mole. Why it is so? See, magnesium second group element with the outer electronic configuration 3s2, which has outer electronic configuration 3s2. So here, which has a symmetrical distribution of electron. So when the valence shell is completely fulfilled, it doesn't show a tendency to attract one more electron. Already its outermost shell is fulfilled, as you know from the structure of atom. S can accommodate two. Already two electrons are there in the valence shell of magnesium. Therefore, magnesium does not show any urge or a tendency to gain one more electron. Therefore, the electron gain enthalpy of magnesium is positive. See, similarly, if you take neon, which is configuration with atomic number 10, so which has 2s2 2p6, neon 2s2 2p6, outer shell contains 8 electron, octet structure. Even this shell, outermost shell is completely filled, octet it has attained. Therefore, neon also does not show a tendency, generally doesn't show a tendency to gain the electron. Therefore, the electron gain enthalpy of neon is also positive. See what happens in the elements with the symmetrical electronic configuration. Why the electron gain enthalpy is positive? Because there in such cases energy is to be supplied for adding the electron for the outermost orbit of those elements with symmetrical electronic configuration. Since with symmetrical electronic configuration, those elements do not show a tendency to gain the electron. Therefore, extra energy is to be supplied externally. That's why the electron gain enthalpy of such elements is shown a positive sign. Then, coming to one more point, you take, what is that? Anion you have. If anion is to take up an electron, to form a bivalent anion O2 minus, the electron gain enthalpy is also positive. Check in the notes. See what is the case. Already it is an anion. To take up electron by the anion to form a bivalent anion O2 minus, electron gain enthalpy is also positive. Why it is positive? Already it is anion, negative charge. See, the negative charge anion and the added electron also carries a negative charge. So as a universal law of charges says, like charges repel each other, there is a repulsion. There is a repulsion between the added electron and the anion. So why the electron gain enthalpy of this case also positive? Because the energy is to be supplied to overcome the repulsion between the anion and the adding electron. One has to supply, one has to give externally more energy to overcome the repulsion between the anion and the adding electron. Therefore, the electron gain enthalpy of such anions is also positive value. I conclude this concept before we go to the next heading. Electron gain enthalpy is the enthalpy change when an electron is added to the outermost orbit of an isolated neutral gaseous atom. Generally, the electron gain enthalpy of elements is negative, however, with exception. Generally, it is negative since energy is released in the attraction by the nucleus of an atom for the adding electron. Energy is released, therefore it is generally negative. However, in the elements with symmetrical electronic configuration, where they do not show a tendency to take one more electron, in such cases also the electron gain enthalpy is positive. Why? Because externally more energy is to be supplied to add the electron in those elements. And third point, the electron gain enthalpy of anions is also positive. Why? Because anion and the adding electron, there is a repulsion between the anion and the added electron. Therefore, to overcome the repulsion between the anion and the electron to be added, energy is to be supplied. Therefore, electron gain enthalpy of the anion is also positive. And one must remember as a point of note, more the negative electron gain enthalpy. Remember, more the negative electron gain enthalpy, more is the attraction for the added electron by the nucleus. More the electron gain enthalpy, more the negative electron gain enthalpy, more is the attraction for the added electron, for the adding electron and the nucleus, and more energy is released. I conclude, more the negative electron gain enthalpy, more is the energy released because of more attraction between the nucleus of an atom and the added electron. Well, let's go to collect. And one more regarding the unit, as I already expressed, what is the unit of electron gain enthalpy? It is same as the ionization enthalpy, since in ionization enthalpy is the change in energy involved. Here, unit of electron gain enthalpy is also kilojoule per mole. What is the unit of electron gain enthalpy? It is kilojoule per mole. Come on, let's take the next heading, which is successive electron gain enthalpy. Well, students, come on, look at the heading successive electron gain enthalpies. So what is this successive electron gain enthalpy? It is the addition of one more electron. It is the addition of one more electron to a monovalent anion or a bivalent anion, and on successive addition of electron to a monovalent or to a bivalent anion, the electron gain enthalpy becomes more and more positive, where you can see in the example given. Look at the example 1. See what is you can notice in the example 1. So oxygen, neutral oxygen gas atom, neutral oxygen atom, not solid, it's a neutral oxygen atom in the gaseous state. See, the electron gain enthalpy of neutral oxygen gaseous atom is minus 141 kilojoule. It is minus. You can note here the electron gain enthalpy of neutral isolated gaseous oxygen atom is 141 kilojoule per mole with negative sign. You have to observe. Second, this monovalent anion, oxygen anion, the electron gain enthalpy of the monovalent oxygen anion is plus 780 kilojoule per mole. So, electron is added to the neutral gaseous atom, but in the second case electron is added to the monovalent gaseous ion. See, succession, addition of one more electron to the monovalent or a bivalent anion. See, the electron gain enthalpy of the neutral gaseous atom is negative, while the electron gain enthalpy of the anion is positive. Similarly, the electron gain enthalpy of the sulfur atom is negative. Electron gain enthalpy of the sulfur neutral sulfur atom, neutral gaseous, neutral sulfur atom is negative, while that of anion, sulfur anion is positive. Even in notes also, in place of unit kilogram is written, make a correction, it is kilojoule per mole, and wherever solid is written, make it a gaseous correction for a note of correction. Now, so what I finally conclude here, electron gain enthalpy of the neutral gaseous oxygen atom is negative and that of anion is positive. The electron gain enthalpy of the neutral gaseous sulfur atom is negative and that of the anion is positive. Why the electron gain enthalpy turns into a positive? Because you can see anion added electron, there is a repulsion between the added electron and the oxygen ion. They repel, as the universal law of charges says, repulsion. They repel each other. Why the electron gain enthalpy of anion is positive? Give reason question. Why the electron gain enthalpy of anions, monovalent anion, bivalent anion, why it is positive? Remember, as a point of note, electron gain enthalpy of monovalent anion or bivalent anion is always positive because there is a repulsion between the anion and the electron to be added. So, here electron energy is to be supplied. In case to add this added electron, externally energy is to be supplied, therefore the electron gain enthalpy of such ions, monovalent or bivalent, is going to be positive. That's why the electron gain enthalpy of oxygen ion is to form oxide ion, which is plus 780 kilojoule. Similarly, monovalent sulfide anion to bivalent sulfur anion to sulfide bivalent sulfide anion is also positive. So this is what the meaning about successive electron gain enthalpy. Remember, the successive electron gain enthalpy turn into a positive value because to overcome the repulsion between the anion, maybe a monovalent or bivalent, and the added electron, externally energy is to be supplied to overcome the repulsion between the anion and the added electron. Since external energy is supplied, therefore electron gain enthalpy is going to be positive. Come on, let's collect the next part regarding the factors affecting the electron gain enthalpy. What are the factors affecting electron gain enthalpy? Let's collect factors affecting electron gain enthalpy. Number 1, is the atomic size. Number 1 is the atomic size. The atomic size and the electron gain enthalpy, which are reciprocal to each other. If the atomic size increases, the electron gain enthalpy becomes less negative. Atomic size, as the atomic size increases, the electron gain enthalpy becomes less negative. Second point is nuclear charge. Second factor is nuclear charge. How? In what way the nuclear charge effect? So more the nuclear charge, more is the electron gain enthalpy. So the nuclear charge and the electron gain enthalpy, which are directly proportional to each other. More the nuclear charge, more is the electron gain enthalpy. And third, symmetrical distribution of electron. Symmetrical distribution of electron. So the third factor, symmetrical distribution of electron, for those elements, especially such as noble gas elements, the electron gain enthalpy is positive. You can check in the notes or the notebook, NCERT textbook, where the electron gain enthalpy of noble gases is highest, is a very higher value, a positive. Because of symmetrical distribution of electron, maybe a half filled or completely filled orbital, they do not show a tendency to gain the electron. That's why their electron gain enthalpy is always positive. Thus, these are the three factors affecting the electron gain enthalpy. First, atomic size. As the size increases, electron gain enthalpy becomes less negative. As the nuclear charge increases, it becomes more negative. Then next, symmetrical distribution, noble gas element will have the highest positive electron gain enthalpy. Now let's study the trend of electron gain enthalpy along the period and down the group. Well, students, let's look at the heading. Let's collect idea about the variation of electron gain enthalpy in the periodic table. How does it vary on moving from left to right along a period and top to bottom down the group? Let's see with the data here. First, variation along a period. How does this electron gain enthalpy vary on moving from left to right in the periodic table? You can say the element of second period elements are taken in the data. So lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and noble gas neon. Now see, electron gain enthalpy is expressed in kilojoule per mole. You can notice from the table given here, on moving along a period, what happens? Nuclear charge. On moving along a period, the nuclear charge increases. The nuclear charge increases on moving along a period, thereby the electron gain enthalpy that also becomes more and more positive. That becomes more and more negative. Electron gain enthalpy becomes more negative with the exception of noble gas. Here is an exception. See, electron gain enthalpy of lithium is minus 60, beryllium plus 66, boron minus 83, carbon minus 122, oxygen plus 31, nitrogen plus 31 kilojoule per mole, oxygen minus 141, fluorine minus 328. You can see from minus 60 till minus 328. That means along a period, the nuclear charge increases. Because of that, electron gain enthalpy becomes more and more negative with exception of noble gas, and this with positive beryllium, because it has stable or the symmetrical distribution of electron, where S shell is completely filled, and symmetrical distribution of electron in the valence shell where p orbitals are half filled. Because of this exception, beryllium, nitrogen, and no doubt with octet structure noble gases, they were showing the positive electron gain enthalpy. Keeping them aside, when you move from lithium to fluorine, the electron gain enthalpy has become more and more negative, more and more negative. Come on, looking to the variation down the group. See, in the table 2, the elements of first groups were taken: lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. Now look at the electron gain enthalpy of lithium minus 60, sodium minus 53, potassium minus 48, rubidium minus 47, cesium minus 46. That means as the atomic size increases, the electron gain enthalpy becomes less negative. This is what one has to observe in the variation of electron gain enthalpy in the periodic table. I mean, along a period, electron gain enthalpy becomes more negative down the group. Because of the increase in the size, the distance between the nucleus and the added electron increases, thereby electron gain enthalpy becomes less negative. While along a period, the size decreases, charge increases, the distance between the nucleus and the added electron decreases. Because of that, electron gain enthalpy becomes more and more negative. So this completes regarding the periodic property electron gain enthalpy, where we have collected meaning of electron gain enthalpy, its unit, followed by factor, and lastly variation of electron gain enthalpy along the period and down the group. Come on, let's take the next the periodic property, which is electronegativity. Come on students, let's collect the idea about one more important periodic property, which is electronegativity. Well, before we go to collect electronegativity, let's look over the point over electron gain enthalpy. I can write electron gain enthalpy of fluorine is, usually a question has appeared on this part. Let's look into this part. Later we go to collect electronegativity. Electron gain enthalpy of fluorine atom is minus of 328 kilojoule per mole. In the give reason form, the question has appeared many times. Even in CET also the question has appeared. Electron gain enthalpy of fluorine atom is minus 328, and the electron gain enthalpy of chlorine atom is minus 348 kilojoule per mole. You can see fluorine minus 328 kilojoule per mole, chlorine minus 348 kilojoule per mole. A question has appeared. The electron gain enthalpy of, down the group fluorine, actually it should have lesser than this. As per the trend, as you go down the group, the electron gain enthalpy become more and more negative. Less and less negative. Down the group, electron gain enthalpy becomes less negative. Minus 328 means value should be lesser, negative than this. But the question has appeared. The electron gain enthalpy of chlorine. The question has appeared. Electron gain enthalpy of chlorine is greater than, is more than, or greater than electron gain enthalpy of fluorine. The question was asked in this form. Electron gain enthalpy of chlorine is greater than the electron gain enthalpy of fluorine. Give reason. give reason. What is the electron gain enthalpy value of fluorine? Minus 328. And what is the electron gain enthalpy of chlorine atom? Which is minus 348. Why? The electron gain enthalpy of chlorine is more than that of the electron gain enthalpy of fluorine. That means more energy is released in the case of chlorine atom on adding an electron than that of the release of energy when electron is added to fluorine atom. So the simple reason, the electron gain enthalpy of chlorine is more than the electron gain enthalpy of fluorine because it is due to number one, fluorine has a smaller atomic size. Atomic size of fluorine is smaller. Atomic size of fluorine atom is smaller as compared to chlorine. And the second point of reason is the electron in the second orbital, the valence electron in the fluorine atom, the inter-electronic repulsion is more. Because of the smaller atomic size, inter-electronic repulsion is greater for incoming electron, That's what. Why the electron gain enthalpy of chlorine is more than that of the fluorine? Because fluorine has a smaller atomic size and the electron present in the second orbit, because of the smaller size, they do repel with one another, and that internal electronic repulsion is greater for the incoming electron. Therefore, fluorine has less electron gain enthalpy than the fluorine. So, fluorine has less electron gain enthalpy than the chlorine atom. But when you look at the chlorine, because of the larger size and the electron enters into the third shell, and therefore the inter-electronic repulsion is minimum. Inter-electronic repulsion in the case of fluorine is more, while inter-electronic repulsion in the case of chlorine is less. Because of larger size, inter-electronic repulsion is less, and in the fluorine, smaller size, inter-electronic repulsion is more for the incoming electron. That is the reason the electron gain enthalpy of chlorine is more than that of the fluorine. So this is also important part which has appeared for 2 marks in the examination. Do have concentration on this. Come on. After collecting this, we go to collect the meaning which you read already in earlier studies, electronegativity. What is electronegativity? It is the relative tendency of an atom in a molecule. It is the relative tendency of an atom in a molecule to attract the shared pair of electron towards itself. Come on, what is meant by electronegativity? Electronegativity may be defined as it is the relative tendency of an atom in a covalent molecule, relative tendency of an atom in a molecule, relative tendency of an atom in a molecule to attract shared pair of electron, or the bonded pair of electron, shared pair of electron or bonded pair of electron towards itself. towards itself. So what is the meaning of electronegativity? Electronegativity is nothing but a relative tendency of an atom in a molecule, covalently bonded molecule, to attract the shared pair of electron or the bonded pair of electron towards itself is nothing but electronegativity. So it is usually expressed, electronegativity is expressed or calculated in the units of Pauling scale, and in short it is expressed in the units of Pauling scale. So in the periodic table, the 17th group elements are said to possess the higher electronegativity value, and the group 1 element are said to possess the least electronegative value. Thus, as a point of note, fluorine is the most electronegative element in the periodic table, and radioactive element francium is said to be the least electronegative element in the periodic table. I conclude with a repetition. What is electronegativity? Is the relative tendency of an atom in a molecule, especially covalently bonded molecule, to attract a shared pair of electron, bonded pair of electron towards itself. It is expressed in the units of Pauling scale. Now, halogens, 17 group elements are the most electronegative, and the group 1 are the least electronegative elements in the periodic table. Now, let's collect the trend, how it vary along a period and down the group in the periodic table under the heading variation of factors. Before we go to collect the variation, let's collect the factors. Factors affecting electronegativity. The factors affecting the electronegativity. The first factor affecting the electronegativity is the atomic size. As the atomic size and electronegativity are inversely proportional. As the size increases, electronegativity decreases. Second factor, which is the nuclear charge, The electronegativity value and the nuclear charge, which are directly proportional to each other. And third is the oxidation number. So what is this? As the oxidation number increases, the electronegativity value also increases. As the oxidation number increases, electronegativity value also increases. And the fourth factor is, as the S character in the hybrid orbital increases, S character in hybrid orbitals, as a hybrid orbital increases, electronegativity value also increases, such as the electronegativity of carbon is high. Electronegativity of carbon is high in the sp hybrid orbital, then the sp2, then that of sp3. This is the order. I conclude, what are the factors affecting the electronegativity? Atomic size. So, as a point of note, larger the size, lesser the electronegativity, and vice versa. Second, nuclear charge. as the nuclear charge increases, electronegativity also increases. Oxidation number increases, the electronegativity value also increases. And in the hybrid orbital, as the s character increases, the electronegativity also increases. And these are the four important factors. And one more factor is the nature of the substituent, such as the electronegativity of carbon in CF3I is less than CH3I. CF3I carbon, the electronegativity of carbon in CF3I is less than the electronegativity of carbon in CF3I. So come on, let's see and collect the variation of the electronegativity in the periodic table. Variation of electronegativity in the periodic table. Let's see the variation of electronegativity in the periodic table with these two tables. First, along a period. How does the electronegativity varies along a period? Along the period, a nuclear charge increases because of decrease in atomic size. Electronegativity also increases. Along the period, on moving from left to right, nuclear charge increases, electronegativity also increases, which you can see in the elements of second period. Lithium with 1 Pauling scale electronegativity, fluorine with the highest 4 Pauling scale electronegativity value. Then second variation down the group. Down the group, atomic size increases. Because of that, electronegativity value decreases, which you can see element from lithium to cesium. Lithium with 1 Pauling scale, cesium with 0.7. Thus, I can say electronegativity value that increases along the period because of increase in nuclear charge, and electronegativity value as you go down the group, it decreases. With this, dear students, let conclude today's class with this discussion. In the next class, we will go to collect about the next periodic property, valency, oxidation, and diagonal relationship in the next video. Thank you.